Hey, what's up, Tidewater partners? Thank you so much for joining me today as we go through some website strategy and things that are working in 2023. The purpose of the reason why I want to do this webinar is I see so many of our partners out there that either have a website and maybe it's not generating the amount of leads that they want it to, or maybe you haven't made the investment to have yourself a website. Well, today, the purpose of today's webinar is to give you some strategy, some insight on what's working, what's not working, and certain things that you need to have on your website. So, thank you so much for joining today. As you know, we're going to try to make this webinar as quick as possible because we don't want you to sit here for an hour. So, I'm going to jump right into it. So, listen, folks, digital marketing is not going anywhere. And the biggest part about digital marketing is having a website. The website is the foundation of your home, right? And your home is your business. So we want to highly encourage everybody today to get a website. And let me make myself very clear on this. You might be thinking right now, like, oh my gosh, a website, like it sounds overwhelming. It sounds like too much. I want to tell you a couple of things. One, if you're a Medicare broker, you get a free customized website via your partnership with us via the Medicare Center. So you can, if you want to see that video we created on how you can get access to that website, shoot me over an email, Mike at tidewatermg.com, because you get access to that. But you might be thinking, hey, I want to build my own website. I want to create my own website. Folks, I'm going to make myself very clear here. Look, I get it. Uh, the when you look when you think about coding and all of these other things for a website, it can be overwhelming. Make myself clear. There's nothing wrong with a Squarespace or a GoDaddy website. There's nothing wrong with having that. I would much rather see you build your own website on a platform like GoDaddy or Squarespace than not have anything. Now, some of you might really want to go next level and hire somebody to do some coding for your website and update your website every month. I get that. There's a huge value in that. That's what we do here at Tidewater. But to start somewhere, it's okay. It's okay to have a GoDaddy website. It's okay to have a Squarespace website where you purchase your domain through there. So I'm going to be doing another training on how to build your website via those platforms as well. But let's just jump right into it, folks. A couple of things that your website has to have, because look, at the end of the day, we have to understand. The main purpose of the website is for you to be able to send people to. Whether that is, you're paying Facebook ads, or maybe you're just putting your website on all your collateral, whatever it might be. But there's certain things that you want your website to have. And what we're going to talk about first is the experience that you want your prospects or even your existing members to go through when they visit your website. You want to make it simple, okay? Especially if you're working in the senior market. If you have too much information on your website and it's hard to navigate, it's going to turn people off. So keep your website simple. The first piece of strategy I want to tell you about that should absolutely be on your website is a video of you, or maybe of your family, of your business. And what I'm going to do is right now, actually, I'm going to do a screen share, and I'm going to pick on one of our producers, Byron Matthews, because I recently stumbled upon his website, and I want to show you something that Byron has on his website. Okay. So I got my screen pulled up here, and on Byron's website, which is Smoky Mountain Group, what you'll see here is he has a section that is about us. He has a video here of him and his family and what they do and how they help people. Folks, this is ideal, because as soon as somebody jumps onto your website, if they see a video of you, and in Byron's case, of his family, they're going to click that video. It's going to be the first impression that they have of you. Now, Byron, kudos to you, man. I am super proud of you for having this on your website, because there's not a lot of people that do. Okay. Now, folks, what I want to tell you why it's so important to have that, because what I see is I see a lot of websites out there that as soon as you log on, it's a picture of an elderly couple. That's not you. That's not your family. Okay. It's not personal. The first impression you want the folks that are coming to your website is I want you to have it all about you and who you are and what you do and how you help people. They need to see you. Remember that one of the biggest things about digital marketing is you want the consumer to start to build trust with you, to start that relationship. And if you have a chance, go to Byron's website and watch that video. It's a 1 minute video of him talking about his wife and his family and how they work together. It's a great video. It initially just sparks, okay, I feel like I can trust this guy, right? So if I'm a consumer and I go to Byron's website, I'm like, wow, that's the guy that's actually going to help me. And I get to see a video of him and his family. It instantly starts creating that trust factor that I can have with him, compared to if Byron just had a picture of some random people that are not even of his clients on his website. I don't know who they are. I don't know what they do. So kudos to Byron for having that on there. So just to recap, on your website, your front page, if you can have a video of you explaining who you are as a person, how you help people, where you help people, that is ideal. Make it personalized. Okay. People want to see you. Okay. All right. The next thing that I see that is very important is on your website, you need to have a really clear call to action. Okay. And what a call to action is let's say on every page of your website, you have in big letters, in big blocks, get help now. Okay. Don't put contact us. Don't put learn more here. Get help now. Okay. And you could even be specific. Get help with your Medicare now. Get help with life insurance now. Make it very clear that when somebody comes on your website and maybe they're doing some research, they know on that page exactly how to get a hold of you. Okay. And make it very clear. I do not like contact us or learn more. No, get help now. Right. That is a very clear call to action. And when somebody sees it, they're going to say, oh, I do need to get help now. Okay. That's where we come back to the customer experience, right? Make it easy for them. You have to tell the person, here's what you need to do if you need to get help. You need to click this button that says get help now. Okay. Now you can even go a little bit further. And let's say on your website, you have your about us, you have a Medicare portion, you have a life insurance portion, and you have a wealth portion, maybe for annuities, right? On each one of those pages, on each one of those pages, you could have a video of you saying, hey, thank you for your interest in learning about how I can help you with your life insurance needs. Here's how I help people. Here's how I've helped multiple people just like you. If you're interested, what I really need you to do is that big button right below you that says get help now with life insurance. Go ahead and click it, because what's going to happen is I'm going to get notified that you need help. I'm going to reach out and I'm going to be the person that is going to reach out and talk to you. Okay. So, folks, that's important, because what you're doing is you're creating an experience, right? They already watched your video. They already are interested in getting help. Now you're telling them exactly what to do and who is going to reach out to them to get help. Now, if you have a team, kind of like Byron does, state that in your video. Hey, go to the About Us page, because somebody that you see on my website will be in touch with you. It could be XYZ person, right? So this way it creates that experience. Okay. So very clear calls to action in those big buttons. Okay. Get help now, get Medicare help now, get life insurance help now. Make it very clear. Avoid the contact us or learn more. People still might not know what that means. So make it very clear, make it very obvious, and even create that video pointing people. If you need help, click that big get help now. Okay. All right. Next thing is your color scheme in your brand. Okay. Now, some people might not think about this and how important it is, but it's super important. Okay. Especially for the long term growth of your agency. Anything that you do on your website needs to match the colors of your brand. It needs your brand needs to be all over your website. So what you've noticed is, I'm going to use us here at Tidewater, for example, and I'm going to share my screen. So as you can see here, our color scheme, we love the color blue. Okay. We absolutely love the color blue. You can see our logo. We do a lot of stuff in blue. Now, what you'll notice is on our website, it's the same exact thing. We do a lot of blue. That's our color scheme, that's our logo. We want to make sure that it matches everything that we do. Okay. So make sure that your color scheme matches your company's color scheme, your brand, your logo. Make sure it's everywhere because that is going to be extremely crucial for the long term growth digitally for your agency. If you have a color scheme that you love, maybe it's blue like we have, but your website is green, it just doesn't make sense. So make sure that color scheme and that brand stays consistent in all of your marketing collateral. Okay. All right. Next thing I'm going to talk about, because this is extremely important as well, and I'm going to stay on our screen. Now, remember, folks, your website is basically your digital billboard. Okay. So you want it to be professional. Now, the other thing is you got to understand is that people are researching you. Okay. So let's say that, one of your clients referred you to somebody. Human behavior tells us the first thing they're going to look for is they're going to try to find you online, whether that's via a website, whether that's a Facebook page. They're going to try to research you. Part of that research is reviews, testimonials. Okay. We put a big emphasis on this here. We have our own page where we have our own testimonials. Okay. You can read our Google reviews. We even have video reviews. Okay. If you really want your website to start generating you high intent quality leads, this is a very important aspect of your website. It's the reason why we have it on here because we know that because we do so much marketing online, that folks, they're initially going to come right here and they're going to start researching us. So we have testimonial reviews. We also have our Google reviews pulled up as well. So people can see what others are saying about us. Okay. Now, what we do is we use YouTube as the host to post all these videos because we also use the YouTube platform to get attention for our business as well. So, YouTube is a free channel. You do not have to pay for it. We actually have another video up on how you can create a YouTube channel. Okay. So, the next thing I'm going to talk about, and this is one of the most common topics that I get, I'm going to stop my screen share, is traffic to your website. One of the most common obstacles I hear from brokers is I have a website, but it doesn't do anything for me. Okay. And here's the reason why it's not is because there's not an emphasis to drive traffic to that website. If you have a website, one of your biggest priorities is having your website on all of your marketing collateral. That could be swag, that could be your business card, that could be referral cards, that could be brochures, that could be whatever it might be on your Facebook page. Your website needs to be everywhere. Now, here's what I will tell you. If that is your only strategy to drive traffic to your website, you're going to be disappointed because you're doing one at a time, one business card, one flyer, one this, one that. Right now, what we're seeing is driving traffic to your website via paid ads or even organic reach on social media. And what I mean by that is driving traffic to your website. I am a huge proponent of $1 a day Facebook ads driving traffic to your website and specifically targeting people in your local market, 65 and older, or maybe you're an ACA broker, right? An ACA broker, we have quite a few people that are doing this right now. They target people age 26 to 55. And their message is hey, if you're confused about your health insurance, check out some of the videos I have on my website. It drives the consumer to their website. There's multiple videos with calls to action on how that broker can help that individual, and it creates leads. Okay. So remember that, folks. Just because you have a website, just because you register your website with Google, it doesn't automatically mean that people are going to start filling out lead forms. You have got to drive traffic to your website. You have to. You could do that via Facebook ads is a great way, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it might be. You can use these platforms to drive traffic to your website. Okay. another training we have on that. And because look, especially with Facebook, when you're driving traffic to your website, you can actually retarget everybody that went to your website as well with a pixel. Now we're going to be doing another training on that, but you just have to have the right mindset of, okay, just because I have a website, it doesn't mean that people are going to start filling out lead forms, especially if you don't have that experience for that consumer with videos, educational videos, who you are, right? If your website is just generic, and there's nothing on there of value except a call to action, you're probably not going to be generating that much traffic to your website. Last but not least, one of the biggest questions I get from brokers is how much does it cost to get a website? And like I said earlier in this video, there's nothing wrong with having a website domain on GoDaddy or Squarespace or one of those other platforms. There's nothing wrong with it. I would much rather see you have something than not have anything. So, what you can do is you can simply go to, Squarespace or GoDaddy or whatever platform you want to use. You have to purchase a domain name, okay? So, let's just say that I go on there and I want to buy Mike Newton Insurance. If it's available, sometimes you can get that for $20 a year, right? And that's going to be www.mikeNewtoninsurance.com. Okay. You purchase that. As soon as you purchase that, you'll then get access to start building your website. Your website is going to cost you anywhere from $150 to $200 per year to maintain. Now, some of these platforms, they will offer you, hey, if you buy a 5-year package, you can get a discount on it. But at the end of the day, folks, if you can get your domain name for pretty cheap, you're looking $200 to $300 a year to have a website that you build with your own content, with your own images, your own videos, your own color schemes, everything that you own. It's yours. Okay. So it's not that expensive at all to have it, but it's extremely important, especially if you're driving traffic to through these digital platforms. So once again, folks, look, if I actually created a guide as well that can help you get started if you are looking to build your own website, especially for Medicare, because you got to have disclaimers on there. We also just dropped a new video about if you can put carrier logos on your website. We want to make sure that we give you a full picture of if you really want to do this, or maybe you have your own website already. Just feel free to email me, mike@tidewatermg.com. I've got a simple guide that can help you kind of recap on all these things. But look, folks, the biggest thing is stepping aside, looking at your website and saying, is the experience good? If somebody visits my website, do I accomplish the goals of they know who I am, they know what I do, they know how I help people, I've got testimonials, they see other people that I've helped, and is it easy to contact this person if I need help? Those are the biggest things, okay? And then of course, the marketing side, driving traffic to that website via, all kinds of marketing collateral, stuff that you put on your business cards and running Facebook ads and all that good stuff. But really, folks, this webinar, we just wanted to make sure that you had the foundation. If anybody is requesting a little bit more help, feel free to email me, mike@tidewatermg.com. But I really appreciate y'all tuning in today. And I hope you found this webinar helpful. And thank you for your partnership. And we hope that everybody has a fantastic day. Don't hesitate to reach out. Take care.